Hello everyone. Today I'm gonna talk a little bit about importance of recognizing our feelings on our healing journey. Importance, I mean validation of our feelings in this context. The moment when you realize during the therapy, during that healing journey you're on, the moment you recognize and you realize and you feel that actually your feelings and your emotions are valid, the moment you have a contact with this very thought, it's very, very crucial. It's a turning point. Because let's say you're on the therapy sessions and you're speaking to the psychologist or a specialist, and the specialist keeps telling you that, what you're talking about your childhood, what you're talking about what happened in your life, actually, that's pretty serious. You have a right to feel this way. You have a right to be angry. You have a right not to talk to your parents or somebody else from your family. But if whatever the specialist says, if you do not believe in the fact that your feelings and your thoughts and your emotions, all of it is valid. All of it is real. If you don't believe you have a right to feel the way you feel, then you're stuck. Because you feel like even your specialist, even the psychologist, even the therapist doesn't understand your situation, or the specialist actually wants you to feel better, so therefore talks to you nicely, but inside feels about you that you're actually exaggerating and you're stupid. Or you might think that in order to carry on with the therapy, with the sessions, the specialist, the therapist is lying to you basically, or is manipulating you. So the moment when you realize your emotions, your feelings, and your thoughts and your opinion about what happened to you, about all of your experience, all of it is not maybe ultimate truth, but is validated. It's important. This is the moment when you stop thinking, I'm the one crazy here. I'm the one who should stop talking about things like that because I'm exaggerating, I'm creating stories. I'm dramatizing, I'm overreacting. I'm a drama queen. When you give to yourself the validation, when you feel you are valid with your emotions, with your feelings, it gives you such a power. First of all, you feel like released from extreme burden and lots of self-sabotaging. It's released. It loosens up. Because a part of your self-sabotaging might be also this program which tells you you shouldn't even talk about what happened to you, about your experiences, or about your childhood, or about your family. Why? Because you're exaggerating. You're the drama queen. You're you don't perceive properly the whole reality. You're creating stories, so you're not reliable. If you have this inner voice inside of your head which tells you you're not reliable, then of course you're gonna self-sabotage your own feelings, your own emotions. You're gonna sabotage everything you feel and everything you know about your own experiences, about your own story. So that's why if you start to feel that what you're saying and what you feel is valid, you're not the crazy one here, then, like I said, this is the crucial moment, crucial point. You can move forward. And you can move towards, instead of only recognizing your problems, you can move towards starting to solve them. Because you're not sabotaging yourself to that extent like before. Because you're not thinking about, I'm dramatizing here, I'm exaggerating, so therefore I'm the one who's the problem here. I don't have any problems. I shouldn't perceive my experiences or my emotions or my history or my story, life story, as a problem. I'm creating a problem out of it. It wasn't anything unusual. And very often we think this way about our own feelings, emotions, about our own experiences, about our own memories. We feel this way and we think this way, and we are sabotaging ourselves because we were not allowed to experience these emotions and these feelings and what happened to us when we were children. We were not allowed in our own families, in our own homes. Very often is that because our parents didn't know how to deal with their own children's emotions, because they didn't know how to deal with their own emotions too. If the person doesn't have access towards own feelings, emotions, then that person doesn't have any knowledge, any skills to approach a child who's experiencing these type of emotions, difficult feelings. If the parent is emotionally frozen, is detached from personal feelings, emotions, and experiences, then there is no way there's gonna have any understanding towards the child who's going through emotions and feelings. So the parent is afraid of emotions and afraid of real, authentic feelings of own child, and then starts to sabotage that child or starts to feel frightened by emotions and feelings of a child, by expressing these feelings and emotions. So therefore, sooner or later, very often sooner than later, starts to do everything that the child won't express anything anymore. Very often the child feel that their emotions are not seen, not valid. Very often parents say, "You're exaggerating. Oh, you're such a drama queen. And that's how it starts. So later, when you're going on the therapy and you try to bring back these emotions, these feelings, and these memories, automatically the same voice in your head comes. You're exaggerating. Oh, you're such a drama queen. It's the same parent's voice. So, like I said, the moment when you start to feel that the voice in your head is probably your parent's voice or somebody else's from your family system voice, and it's not your voice actually, and you're not exaggerating. No, you're not crazy. You really feel what you feel, and this is valid, and these feelings, these emotions are inside you, not because you're crazy, but because what you experienced. And that's a turning point. It's not you who's crazy here anymore. It's you who's acknowledging personal feelings, emotions. It's you who's acknowledging your own childhood, your inner child, and your inner child's emotions and feelings. You stop being detached. You stop running away from it. You have a contact with yourself, with your inner child. And you're not shaming yourself anymore. You're not sabotaging yourself. You're not punishing yourself for it anymore. That's why during the therapy, when you reach that point, you can really start the healing process. Now you can reprogram your mind and your subconscious, because you're not punishing and you're not shaming yourself for even going there and seeing it, call it by name, and feeling these emotions. And personal therapy sessions can be very, very helpful in this regard. Not group sessions, not only listening or watching something on the YouTube or finding something on the internet or reading psychological or self-help books. Not only that. Because if you have very strong program of I'm imagining things, I'm exaggerating, I am a drama queen, I shouldn't feel this way, I shouldn't think this way, I should stop, then it's very difficult to use any informations and take it personally. Because if you think you're the one who's mad, you're the one who's a drama queen, you're the one who's exaggerating, you're the one who's remembering things wrongly, then you're gonna feel like these informations are, well, yeah, about you to some degree, but for some reason, maybe you're the exception here. That for everyone else, you would say, yeah, this is about you, actually. These informations, this is so much about you. This is so much about how you're sabotaging yourself. but towards yourself you would say, maybe I'm the exception. That's why personal therapy, personal sessions with someone who's for you in this regard, in this certain aspect, a kind of authority. What do I mean by saying authority? Someone who would tell you you're not exaggerating and you would really believe that person. That's why I'm saying about professional, a therapist, somebody like a coach or even the very good friend who you believe this is a person who gained your trust and is knowledgeable and professional enough that you also trust that person will give you honest opinion, a real information, is not going to manipulate you, is not going to lie to you. So that person, that therapist, that specialist, that good friend, that coach will listen to your story and will say clearly, obviously, I can see that you're not exaggerating. You have a right to feel what you feel. You have a right to feel this way. You're not crazy here. If it comes to me and my opinion, if it comes to everything I've learned about situations similar to yours and your situation, I can say, you're not crazy. Your feelings, your emotions are valid. And then thanks to words like that, from a person you trust in this certain aspect of the therapy, with these opinions, thanks to that, you start to have this breakthrough. You start to think, yeah, that's right, I'm not crazy. So I'm not the only one who's questioning what I used to believe, who's questioning what my parents used to say to me. Here's a person just talking to me and telling me that my feelings are valid, that I'm not crazy. And he's the professional. He's more experienced than me. And he tells me that I'm not the crazy one. That specialist is telling me that I'm not the exception. I'm like many others who were self-sabotaging because they thought they are crazy. And that's the turning point too. That was a turning point for me, though I needed a few sessions to hear that I'm not the crazy one. My feelings, my emotions are like that, not because I'm crazy. They are valid. I have a right to own my personal story. Sometimes you have to listen to this from one specialist to the second one, the third one, from your friend, from another person, from another, till you reach that turning point, till you start to believe that all these people are not mistaken, that all these people don't try to manipulate you, but actually they see something maybe that even your parents couldn't see. And definitely you couldn't see because you thought you're the crazy one. And that was my message for today, and that's my thoughts for today and reflections on the topic about validation towards your own feelings and emotions. Have a good day, everyone.